Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a memory spread with this kit from Sadie Stickers called Relax. And this was the last week of school and I needed something very tranquil. So that is what we're going to do. Let me show you the kit and then we will jump right on into it. So these are the full boxes. There are some hidden flags up here. I just think the colors of this are so pretty and the pictures are just so calm. And then here is one of the functional pages. Another functional page with the date covers and the weekend banner. And then the bottom washi and the little things and icons. So this is the newest format of this kit. If you like this one or anything else in her shop, you can use code Taylor20 for 20% off. I will leave the code and the link down in the description. And let's get started. So I'm going to start with the bottom washi as always, and I like to put down the first strip. If there's two strips, I like to put down the first one first so that I kind of get the spacing right. Otherwise, I'm just like guessing. I really like these two. The only thing with the two strips, I wish they were different sizes. I like when one's bigger than the other, but these are really pretty. And then I'm filling out the dates on the date covers. I could have found some dots, but I'm lazy. And I put those at the top, and whenever I use date covers, I usually do not use glitter headers or any kind of headers at the top, and I decided that glitter headers were not really, they just weren't for this spread, so the date covers work perfectly up there. And then I grab those hidden flags and just trim those down. I really like the textures in this kit. And then moving on to the sidebar for my journaling section, I picked up this door full box, and then underneath I put the this week header just by itself. There's no washi strips in this kit. I could have cut down a full box, but that's okay. And then I put a full box down at the bottom. This is the original spread that I'm working off of. And then I forgot that I didn't put down the weekend banner, so I did that real quick. And then for Monday, I started out with this blue flag along with this little icon from Sadie Stickers and put finished up projects. So this was our last week of school, and as a whole department, we did an end of year project. And so that was our last day for the project. At the bottom, I put my thumbnail for my video and then filled in that column with a full box. And then I put the last week of school, or the last week of the school year is always busy, but this one felt crazy busy. It was go, go, go every day. It really was insane. It was like a race to the end. So then on Tuesday, I put down the cacti full box at the bottom, and then I'm going through my school stickers here to try to find something. At the top, I put a quarter box with some scissors and put Museum Day 1. So their project was to create like a museum piece. So that's what they were displaying. And then I put underneath that, it felt so rushed this year. I'm not surprised that they turned out how they did. Some were great, but if they'd had a little more time, they would have been much better. So I'm not disappointed by what they did based on the parameters that we gave them, but I wish we had, like as the teachers, had done things a little bit differently. And then underneath that, I decided on a little flag with this little clip from Sadie Stickers from one of her $2 Tuesdays. I'm grabbing it right now. And I put worked on my class, still hate it. I really do not like this class, but we're like halfway over by now, and it'll be over before we know it. Okay, on Wednesday, I put the full box at the top, and then underneath that, I put a quarter box with the wave pattern in the background, along with this little tape dispenser, and put Museum Day 2. So we did display and invited community members to come see their projects for 2 days. And then underneath that, I put a half box with a little laptop from Fox and Cactus, and put visited CISD IT department. And so basically I was invited to tour this big district in my area, their IT department, and talk with their head IT guy. And he was so nice and helpful. So I put, this was such a great experience. The rep was very thorough and answered every question. I feel like we are in a much better place to go one-to-one next year. So he just like was so helpful and open to helping us. Okay, so on the other side, on Thursday, I put down this half box with another one of those little clips and put rush to the end because the last 2 days of school were insane. So crazy. So then I just put down a checklist and wrote some stuff that I did that day, which was so many things. So I cleaned out. I prepped for the awards assembly. I printed out PD certificates for the teachers and delivered them. I put together the graduation seating chart with one of the other teachers, and I worked on my professional development courses, which we have to have done over the summer, and I wanted to have them done before we got out. So I did that in between all of that stuff. It was a crazy, crazy day. So at the bottom, I put the thumbnail for my video that went up that day, which was my memory spread for Mother's Day week. And then I put a full box above that. I'm going to move that down in a second. And underneath that checklist, I put so busy, so busy. And then over on Sunday, I put this really pretty like potted plant full box along with I added some full boxes on some other days. So on Friday, I put one at the top just to kind of space everything out. And then I put a half box for graduation practice, and I found these little graduation caps at the Hallmark store, and they're not my favorite, but they work for what I needed. So I put graduation practice, and then underneath that, best ever. They were so good. They're such a great group of kids. Usually graduation practice is terrible because the kids are just like too big for their britches and they're just like in manic mode, but this year was awesome. And then underneath that, I left early from school to go to my friend Holly's grandmother's funeral. She had passed away earlier this week, and my friend Holly was just kind of struggling, and we all felt like we needed to be there for her, so we left on the last day of school, left early, and went to the funeral, and I'm so glad that we did because it was good to like support her. So I put, I'm glad that we could be there for her. And then on Saturday, I started with a flag with a little Eggs Benedict picture, which we didn't have Eggs Benedict, but I thought it looked kind of like semi-nice for this little section. I'm still looking for the picture. Okay, there it is. And then I just put faculty breakfast next to that. And then underneath that, I put a half box for graduation. So another one of those little caps. And put 2017-18 graduation. And then underneath that, I put, they were such a close-knit group. It was wonderful to see them all together and enjoying the day. And then I realized that I was kind of running out of room for what I wanted to do there. I didn't really plan it out super well. I wanted to include a bunch of pictures, but I decided I didn't do anything on Sunday of that week, so I just decided to put the pictures that I was going to put down there over on Sunday, which is fine. And then I did put our annual selfie with the graduates. I'm on the graduation committee, and I help every year, and so we always take a selfie we get them all lined up to go walk out, and we take a selfie. So there's this year's. And then underneath that, I put I cut up a full box and put that underneath. And then you can see where I put the quotes on Sunday, just some quotes about that kind of reminded me of them. And then I put my thumbnail for my spring peek inside my planner video. And I'm just adding some of this full box just to fill in some space. I think it turned out okay. And then in my journaling section, I put, what a whirlwind of a week. All positive stuff though. Even though it was stressful, it was one of the best last weeks of school because we all worked together and had fun. Which is totally true. We had a great time this week, even though it was like insanity. And that is everything for this spread. So here's how this spread turned out. I really, really like this. Even though there's not like a lot of plans happening, there are like some fun things that happened, and I like how it all turned out. It turned out very like calming and pretty, even though this week was crazy. But I really like this kit. I love the photography of this kit, and it kind of leads me into summer. It like gives me something to look forward to. And I like that I had tons of room for journaling this week, which is one of the things I love about my memory planner, is that it is like a journal. And I love the idea of keeping a journal, but I never like actually sit down and do it. And this kind of takes the place of that. So I really like this planner. I'm almost to the end, which is crazy. I've only got like a couple weeks left, maybe like 4 weeks left. Yeah, 4 weeks. It's getting really hard to write on the paper because everything is just so like crazy in here and stuffed in here. But I really think this is like invaluable to me now, and I love memory planning and I advocate for it. So anyway, I'm getting on my soapbox. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. I usually do memory spreads about every other week, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you next time. Bye!